Uber driver injured in Massachusetts? Who pays? If you drive Uber in Massachusetts and you're injured in a car crash, who pays depends on one key detail: your app status at the moment of the accident, offline, waiting, or on an active trip. In this video, we break down how rideshare coverage actually works in Massachusetts, why coverage denials happen, and what steps to take in the first 48 hours of the incident. This video is general information and not legal advice. Every case is different. If you need advice for your situation, make sure to speak to a qualified attorney. If you drive for Uber in Massachusetts and you get hurt, the answer to who pays is not one company and is not automatic. It depends on one thing first: what your app was doing at the exact moment of the crash. This is general information about Massachusetts law and common insurance coverage, not legal advice for your specific case. Every case is different. In Massachusetts, there are basically 3 zones that control what insurance is supposed to apply. Zone 1, offline. When your app is off, you're basically a normal driver. Your personal auto insurance is the primary coverage. Zone 2, online and waiting. When your app is on and you're waiting for a request, Massachusetts law requires minimum coverage for that period. $50,000 per bodily injury, $100,000 per bodily crash injury, $30,000 in property damage. Plus, uninsured motorists and PIP under Massachusetts law are required. Zone 3, on a prearranged ride. When you've accepted a trip or you're actively on a prearranged drive, Massachusetts law requires at least $1 million in liability coverage, plus uninsured motorists and PIP as required by Massachusetts law. So who pays when the driver is injured? Now here's the part that people don't like hearing. When you are injured, there can be multiple payers, and they don't line up neatly. Payer number 1, PIP no fault, often hits first. Massachusetts is a no-fault state. Your auto policy typically includes personal injury protection, PIP, up to $8,000, which can help pay for some medical bills and some lost wages, regardless of fault. Payer number 2, the at-fault driver's insurance, someone who hit you. If another driver caused the crash, their liability insurance is often a major source of recovery. Payer number 3, uninsured, underinsured coverage. If the other driver has no insurance or not enough, uninsured or underinsured coverage becomes a problem, and Massachusetts requires UM coverage during this waiting period and during a prearranged ride, to the extent required under the relevant statutes. Payer number 4, Uber coverage, but only when the status matches. Uber's own explanation is straightforward. What's covered depends on whether you're offline, online, en route, or on a trip, and it can include things like liability coverage, depending on the state, PIP, or medical payments. The biggest rideshare insurance trap in Massachusetts. The trap is this: your personal auto insurer is allowed to exclude coverage when you're providing rideshare services, and Massachusetts law explicitly allows that exclusion. So if you're online or on a trip and you don't have the right documentation, you can get stuck in the worst spot. Personal insurer says, not us. Platform insured says, proof status. And medical bills keep showing up. Uber denied coverage. When people say Uber denied me, it usually comes down to one of these. Number 1, they say you were offline. Number 2, they say you were online but not on the right phase. Number 3, they say there's not enough proof of your exact app status and timestamps. And Massachusetts law expects cooperation and exchange of information about the driver's log on and log off around the incident, which is why those timestamps matter. Lost wages for gig workers. Gig drivers get hit twice. Injury and income stops immediately. Start building your wage proof early, such as weekly earning summaries, trip history, bank deposits, 1099s, a simple log of days you couldn't drive. Critical Uber-specific update: Occupational Accident. This is Uber-specific and it matters in Massachusetts. Uber says that effective October 1st, 2024, Massachusetts drivers have occupational accident insurance paid for by Uber for accidents that occurred while you're online and waiting, on the way to pick up, or on rides originating from Massachusetts. Also, per Uber, delivery trips may be handled differently. Massachusetts rides drivers and delivery persons may be able to enroll in optional injury protection for delivery trips. Don't guess. Confirm what applies to your situation by checking your Uber insurance certificate inside your app. 48-hour checklist. If you're an Uber driver in Massachusetts and you get hurt, these next steps protect you, because insurance is paperwork, not vibes. In Massachusetts, who pays when an Uber driver is injured depends on app status, insurance layers, and documentation. If you don't know your status, or you can't prove it, That's where drivers get buried. If you were injured while driving Uber in Massachusetts and you want to know what insurance coverage applies and what your next steps should be, book a call. We'll look at the basis, we'll look at what phase you were in, and we'll tell you what to do next.